Hi everyone, how's it going? Just back here at the allotment. I'm going to finish off doing this strawberry bed. Get it topped up with some compost, a little bit of bloodfish and bone. Choose the best of the strawberries to put back in. So first things first, I'm going to take away these rotten boards. I mean, you can see the state of that. So I've got a couple of new ones over here and some more pegs. Hopefully I've got the right size wood. Yeah, that's okay. Right, so I'm just going to knock some pegs in first. The old stakes have rotted away and they're not really good for fixing to anymore. One. I'll just put the other ones in.
I have a question.
Yes, Dar.
What's the best environment for a strawberry to live in?
Best environment?
Or like,
Well, they're a woodland plant, but a raised bed really is probably the best because I don't like being like wet roots or anything. So having a raised bed is probably the best. One more peg for in here. That should do for that. Okay, so that's got some new posts in. Just going to screw them to a post. I'm probably going to have to replace all this wood at some point. But this will do for now. I think these two boards cost me like £16 just for these two boards. That's how expensive wood is. So if you can get pallets from somewhere, that's probably the best bet. This last one. Right, so that's got them on like that for now. That'll do. I'm just going to take these strawberries out of here if I can, out the wood chip pathways. I'll tell you what, they've rooted in there really well. There's a bit of grass. Right, so these ones are definitely going to put back in. I'm going to pop them all to the side here for a minute so I don't tread on them. And then what I'm going to do in a minute, I'm going to top up with compost, put a bit of bloodfish and bone down as well. And hopefully that should feed them for this year. It's got them ones dug out. Right, got these ones to dig out as well. Oh, I don't really want to put all them in there because I'm going to fill this full of compost in a minute. So they're all going to go back in. Are there any more along where you are, darling? I know there's a couple more over there. Is that another one?
I don't know. Yeah, it looks like a tiny one though.
Yeah, there we go. Right, that's all that done then. Is there any more in here? What needs to come out? I think that's it, isn't it? Let's get a few of this old leaves out. Right, we'll top this up with some bloodfish and bone and some fresh compost. I'm just going to sieve this bit of compost through this coarse sieve just to get the worst twigs out. Okay, so I'm just going to sieve a bit of this compost through big. Oh, look, there's a potato growing out there or something.
Yum, potato!
There's plenty of worms in this compost, so I'm not too worried because they'll probably find their way into that worm bin.
I like my potatoes, but I don't like potatoes.
Okay, I've put some compost in there, and Meadow's been helping to rake it out. I was going to put some bloodfish and bone down, I almost forgot, which is what I normally do.
Can I do it?
Yeah, so I'm just going to put your hand in there.
Yeah.
Be careful you don't get it quite close down to the soil, and just give it a sprinkle. That's it. Yeah, just. I want to save some for the potato beds as well, though. Just one more little handful around there, around that edge over there. That'll do, I think. Right, so we've got this left over for the single seed potato beds. I'm just going to start. Yeah, I'm going to feed Frankenstein. It's alive. Hi everyone. So we've topped up all the strawberry bed with some compost. Now what I'm doing now is I'm just going to replant some of these ones which I took out from the wood chips. Take out the dead leaves and what have you first. Any slugs. But, yeah, so this one here can be divided up a little bit. And I'm not putting them in too deep or anything. And this compost is possibly going to settle down quite a bit when it gets rained on. And these are going to be spaced out quite well. There's going to be enough space for any runners or anything. And yeah, what we're going to do as well, a couple of good comments I had. One from the veg plot was any strawberries that we have off here, if they taste really nice, we're going to put a little label by them so that we know to keep them. But I don't actually know what variety these strawberries are. I only ever found one label, and that was, I think it was Cambridge Favourite, but I've got no idea now which one that is, or if it was any good or not. So a lot of these are quite small, which is alright really. Don't want them too big, because they're the ones which have started to they don't produce as much after 3 years. Okay, so we finally finished I think. It's taken quite a long time, especially to sieve all the compost and everything. And Meadow's going to spin you around, show you what we've done. So, yeah, sorry about shutters, come around here a minute, darling. Oh, I was pulling them out.
Don't pull me out!
Just taking off all these,
Just giving you a
old
view.
leaves and stuff. I mean, I've just been dobbing them in, not too deep. And yeah, we've thinned it out no end. So hopefully now we'll keep on top of it. And there's a bit more room now for all the other runners and everything to go into.
Yay!
So all we need to do now is I've got some coffee grounds on the Waitrose, which is in this big purple bag here. So I'm just going to empty this in here. This is a good source of nitrogen. It's going to help break down all the leaves and everything what are in here, and it's going to make it smell really nice.
Is it?
Yeah, well, if you like the smell of coffee, that is. So all I'm going to do is just give it a bit of a raking in with rake up those bigger clumps a bit, and just make sure all these leaves and stuff have all got a bit of coffee on them.
It smells.
It's lovely, isn't it?
No.
So just need to wrap up compost, and then we're going to add, we've got some super soil here and some liquid seaweed, and that's going to be added to my jadam fertiliser, which is going to be helping to fertilise all my vegetables this year, including the single seed potato.
Woo!
Okay, this jadam water barrel, which is about a third full, I'm going to leave the big lid off, well not the big lid, I'm going to leave this lid on so the rainwater will go through the hole there and help to fill it up. But I've got quite a lot of super soil here, so what I intend to do, yeah, just be careful if I've sent anyone any super soil, don't open it outside like I'm doing, but I'm going to stick quite a bit in here because I've got loads. I've already put some in here ages ago, one more for luck, but we'll put a load more in to help with the potatoes. And also I've got some liquid seaweed here. This says it makes up to 180 litres, so this is 120 litres in there, so I'm not actually going to put the whole bottle in, put about half in. That'll do. I'm just going to give it a stir. Now the super soil has got a growth hormone in it, and it's got lots of microbes, bacteria, which are supposed to help draw nitrogen out from the atmosphere and fix it into the soil. So you can see how good it is. What I'll do, it's going to rain tonight, so hopefully this will fill up a bit more, and then I'm going to come back tomorrow and we're going to water all these potato containers here, which are going to be for single seed potato.
Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to do now, we're going to go home and we're going to finish off making the biochar, the bone char.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the bone char I made. Let's have a little look inside. So yeah, you can see all the bones, they're really light. It's just like charcoal basically. So what we're going to do, got an old, this is what we had before the NutriBullet, like a little blender thing. So we're going to chuck about half of these in there. Now sorry, this is going to be a bit noisy. a shake. So we'll have a look at that. Probably best not to breathe that in. But yeah, that's just like a charcoaly. It's got some bigger lumps in there. That's okay. All that will absorb other moisture and other nutrients as well, a bit like biochar, I presume. But that's full of phosphorus, and this is going to be added to my root crops this year, especially Frankenstein. So we'll get all the bones in there, the rest of them. Right, I think that'll do. Yeah, this would be perfect for adding to your worm bin as grit for the worms as well. But if you haven't got a wood burning stove, you can make like a bone broth. And Sandra over at Nana's Worms and Garden, or Garden and Worms, can't remember which way that is. But yeah, she's got a brilliant video on how to make bone broth. So if you haven't got a wood burning stove but you've got a pressure cooker, then you can make that instead. So I hope you got something from the video. Please give it a thumbs up or subscribe or leave a comment or something. Be much appreciated. And let me know in the comments if you're thinking of making bone char or anything. So thanks a lot, goodbye.